up, my dude? This is the third time I'm filming this video because I am just having an issue. So, I basically wanted to come home and I knew exactly what I wanted to talk about, and now I'm having a problem talking about it. So we're just gonna start over again and just say that I'm really annoyed that for some reason men have a problem being called beautiful. And it's not even them being called beautiful. It's their grandson. I'm just talking about my dad right now. My dad has a newly formed grandfather. My nephew is about, I think he's almost 2 months old. And, you know, he's having some problems because he was born early. And so my brother sends regular updates of, like, how he's doing, little pictures of him and stuff like that. And for some reason, first of all, my parents have some weird, like, obsession with replying to every single update. It's like, you don't have to reply to every single update. I don't reply to every single update. I reply to, like, every third update just to be like, hey, yeah, I'm still following your updates. Like, I know that my brother is not, like, he's not texting me to get a text back, because then that just means more work for him to do. Then he's gonna have to text again and be like, yep, haha, like, because for some reason my parents make, like, they just make jokes. They make too many, like, jokes and, like, nostalgic bits that, like, my brother could care less about. It's just annoying. It's just annoying. Anyway, so today, my brother sent us a text of my nephew. He's looking really, really good. He had, like, a problem with his nose, and now he's, like, it's going away, so he looks really good now. So I was like, I texted for the first time in a while, and I just said, oh my gosh, he's looking really good. Thank God. You know, like, I am so happy that that nose thing is going away and he's looking really healthy. You know, your normal thing just to be like, yeah, I acknowledge this and I'm really glad, and I just wanted you to know that I'm really glad about it, right? Well, my mom texts, which is fine. She texts him and she goes, oh, looking really great. He's so beautiful. And my dad texts, handsome, ... He's a dude, ! And then one of these, like, emojis, you know, like with the tongue out, like, why? And then, like, why? Just why? Tell me why. He's a baby. And I'm sorry if your delicate manly sensibilities can't have your grandson be called beautiful. Because I'm sorry. He's a baby. Why does he have to be handsome? Handsome is such a weird thing to call a baby. That's such a weird thing to call a baby. Handsome? Like, fine. But, like, to correct my mom for calling him beautiful, like, he's a baby. Why are we gendering our adjectives? Our adjectives should not be gendered. Like, anybody could be called anything. And I feel like women get, like, the worst adjectives attached to them. Like, they're always, like, cute or, you know, like, ditzy or silly. Like, I actually wrote a poem about this. Here, actually, I'm gonna go get it. Yeah, I'm just annoyed that, like, that you can't use adjectives just because they have male parts. Like, what the hell? Why? Why? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And, you know, I'm having a hard time with this because I'm a dude. So are you saying that I can't be beautiful? Like, I identify as a dude. I'm starting off all of my videos now as, what is up, my dude? Like, I'm talking to myself. And anybody who wants to be a dude can be a dude with me. Like, come and join me and let's be dudes. I'm just so annoyed that that just because I have female parts, suddenly I can't be called handsome? What's wrong with being handsome? I could be handsome. Dude, like, I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm being like a little weird about this, but I've just been noticing a lot lately because I've been watching a lot of trans stuff and non-binary stuff, and I've been confused about my own gender for a while now, and, you know, I'm starting to look at it a little differently, and I just don't understand why. Alright, I'm gonna read you my poem now. Enjoy. It is called Dicks. Okay. I wrote this a while ago. I just remembered it. Okay, so it says, he was a feisty, bitchy, ditzy, bubbly, darling father of 3. Turn on the TV and you might see him, because he acts for a living. He sat before an audience that clapped when he arrived. They all saw his father as he took a seat, as if the beauty was still alive. How are you doing, the host asked. The first question of the interview was over. Fine, the actor tells the host, trying his best to keep his composure. We were sorry to hear of your father's passing. How long has it been? 2 weeks, the actor tells the host. His lips forced into a grin. For years and decades in his whole life, he's been told to smile more, but perhaps just this once he could stop fighting this silly, stupid, made-up war. So let the curve of his lips return to its parallel position, and the audience was aghast and dismayed by his ludicrous decision. We all watched as the daytime host reached across the couch and took the man's hand in his. Why does this simple gesture of comfort seem as uncomfortable as it is? I cringe and squirm and wrinkle my nose. To write this was a mess, but I swear to you it would all make sense if you simply add the S. For she was a feisty, bitchy, ditzy, bubbly, darling mother of 3. Turn on the TV and you might see her, because she acts for a living. These are horrible terms to call somebody. But you would never call a man bitchy or ditzy or bubbly. These are female terms and they are not good. They're not, like, nice. Even, like, I don't know, darling. Darling is so, like, you could have a pet name for it, but if you call somebody, like, if you say, oh, they were darling, like, ooh, that's a little patriarchal, isn't it? It's like, isn't that a little bit, like, sexist to call somebody? I don't know. I'm just imagining somebody calling a boy darling. They would come freaking unglued. Anybody around that person would be like, how dare you call my son darling? But the daughter, let's say they're twins, right? There's a boy twin and a girl twin. And they're like, oh, your twins are darling. And it's like, well, yeah, my daughter's darling, but my son, isn't he just handsome? Like, fuck you. Fuck you. I'm so done with this. God, this just became a rant about adjectives, but, like, do not do that to me. Like, do not do that to anybody. Stop disregarding people because they're, I don't know. It just makes them sound like they're not actually human. Like they're not thinking their own thoughts, that they don't have their own ideas, their own plans. They're just caricatures. Like, oh, she's the cute darling one. And she's the abrasive bitchy one. It's like, no, wait a minute. They are their own people. Why are we calling them this? Why are we saying these awful things about them? Who are they? Like, I don't know. I'm over it. I'm over it, and I don't know what to do about it. I have nothing to do about it. I could just rant at the screen, and then maybe somewhere down the line, I'll watch myself, and I'll be like, yes, I agree. Because I will still think this. I've been having a hard time lately with this concept of gendering your child. Like, have them be whatever they want to be. Why do they have to wear blue, or I don't play with action figures, or like video games, or like dolls, or not like dolls. Like, don't like dolls. You can't like Twilight. You can't like the Hunger Games. You can't like. You can't like those things. You're a boy. It's like. Boys like those things, and some girls don't like those things. Like. And then it just forces like this. Like, we as women have to feel like we're going against the grain if we like something that's more male oriented. Like, oh, we're not like the other girls now. And that just makes us feel very superior. And suddenly we're like, oh my gosh. Well, I'm not like a fan of the patriarchy, but at least I can like join them. Where the other girls, they just can't join them. They don't understand. I'm just like, fuck you. Just stop. Stop. You're forcing this dichotomy between genders. That doesn't need to be there. And I guess that's what I'm thinking now. Like, why? You don't have to. Nothing has to be gender specific. And I applaud anybody who's gender nonconforming. And I applaud anybody who doesn't bat an eyelash at anybody who's gender nonconforming. Like, if you want to dress as a boy when you're a boy, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. If you enjoy wearing pants and you like wearing big t-shirts, and why are these boy things? Exactly. Why are these boy things? Why are dresses girl things? They don't have to be. I'm just done. I'm just done. And I'm really hoping that the next generation will start like eating away at this until we just don't have this anymore. But it's not true. It's not true. We're still raising kids to do boy things, to do girl things. Like, you're either one or the other. It's like, what about non-binary people? What about girls who are born with male parts? What about boys who are born with female parts? Like, just because they have that part doesn't mean that they're gonna like these specific things. I have never liked painting my nails. Never. In my entire life. Now, why is that a girl thing? Why is it a girl thing to paint your nails? It's one of the first things that men have adopted, I think, as like, I'm gonna be gender nonconforming. Because they're like, fuck you, I'm gonna paint my nails. And it's like, yeah, go ahead. I don't care. I don't care what you do with your body. But don't tell me what to do with my body. Don't tell me that I have to get my ears pierced. I don't want to get my ears pierced. Don't tell me that I have to wear like dainty clothes and dresses, and I have to have my hair long, and I have to I'm just done with it. I'm just done with it. And I know that my dad's text was like such a little thing, but it just irked me so much today, and I just could not wait to come home and just rant about it forever. So that's what I did, and I think I'm done now. Yeah, so that's my rant for the day. Oh, God. What am I gonna call this? I already called one of gender. What's this going to be? Gender don't... I don't know. Maybe I'll just call him he is beautiful. Because he is. He's just a beautiful baby. And maybe he's handsome too, but just because he's handsome and beautiful doesn't mean that he's not both. And honestly, I think it's super weird to call a baby handsome. Handsome is such an adult term, I think. Like, I wouldn't call anybody younger than the age of 12 handsome. That's such a weird thing to do. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go watch TikTok probably all night, because fuck it. I'm in the mood for TikTok. That's all I've been in the mood for today. And I just could not wait for this day to be over. And tomorrow I get to like a short day because I have to go get my Tdap shot so I can visit my nephew one of these days. And so yeah, I took an early day. I was like, screw this. I took an early day. So I am just gonna go do whatever I want today. And that's it. Maybe I'll stay up really fucking late. Who knows? Maybe I'll go to sleep at 8 o'clock. Who knows? That's what the great thing is about living on your own. Like, I do not have to adhere to anybody. Like, it is literally just me and my cute dog. He's so cute. Yeah. You ready to cuddle? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go. Adios.